Right, we are back in the workshop after being to speed testing and spent a bit of time getting things sorted out, but the main priorities now, obviously, when we went testing we were using the Hondas, which are shot here under cover, but now, sorry for spinning around and make you dizzy, now the emphasis is going back onto the R6s because that's what we're going to use in British Championship. So, I don't know if you remember, but a few vlogs ago we built the new bike, or the new bike was pretty much built, but the only thing we were waiting for was new shock and fork internal kit to come back from K-Tech. What else needs to go on is Brembo master cylinder. For people asking, the rules in Supersport keep changing all the time, so now you're allowed to use an aftermarket master cylinder, but it has to be of a certain cost cap bracket thing, so it is a little bit better. It doesn't work any better than the standard one, but it's just a little bit more consistent, so that's the plan. So yeah, the big plan today is get the forks in, get the shock in, because obviously this bike is then going to go to Donington Park for the first of the BSB test, so yeah, we need to get that done. Well, Neil needs to get that done. But second thing I mentioned on the vlog before is that we are going to start working on the Aprilia, which quite a lot of people have been messaging in about. The big thing for this year, or last year, was the bike just wasn't fast enough. So the guys at the, well, not the guys, but the rules at the TT have changed now. So the weight limit has come down. We're allowed a little bit more RPM. We're sort of struggling for more power. I think the bike's sort of on its limit for power, maybe another few horsepower. But the big thing is that we're allowed to take 10 kilos off the bike, and that's anybody that's tried to lose any dieting or lose any weight, that is quite a lot. Also in this vlog is we're going to try and get some, we've got some new development bodywork that we've got off another bike. It's not designed for this bike, so we need to try and see if that fits. We've got a company to make us a new tank where the fuel sits down lower and further back. What else are we doing? We're waiting on wheels to come. We're waiting on some other brackets and stuff to come, and then we're waiting on a load of tie bolts to come from Race Bolt. They should actually be here, possibly today or else this week. So yeah, on this vlog we're going to do some work on the Aprilia as well and get this R6 finished, ready for BSB testing and whatever else we get up to in the workshop. I think of something else. What else do we need to do? Although Neil is currently outside the truck. I don't know if you guys are any truck people out there, but because our trailer is on the operating license at work, then it has to go, let's see, it has to get a thing called a 6-week check done all the time. So Neil's currently just putting the tractor unit on and bringing it around to the guys in the other workshop that do the 6-week checks. There's millions of things that people comment all the time saying, oh, how busy we are and what you be doing and everything, but there's like 50% of the stuff that people probably don't even think of that needs to get done. So while he's out doing that, I'm just going to sort out some more emails and then we're going to get cracked on with the R6. Had another brainwave while I was sitting here on the computer. So the other vlog, I chucked in the thing about I need to be more organised in these, like the caps that I had done. I haven't really figured out what way to sell them yet because everything just seems to be hassle or aggro, so I'm gonna bring them to like the BSB tests and to the BSB and stuff. Come see me, it'd be cool to meet some of yous, and if they're not all sold by the tests and stuff, then I'll try and figure out how to sell them online, or we'll do something to give a few away or something. But yeah, can't really, just seems to be hassle. But if any of you guys have got some good ideas of what way to sell something without setting up a load of accounts and stuff, because it's literally only caps, and obviously all my other merchandise and stuff's done with Red Torpedo, so if you can figure that out, let me know. And if not, if you're coming to the BSB test, come say hello. I'll have a box of them in the truck, and they're like 15 quid or something. So why, what's wrong?
Really slow, like really slow.
He's tonguing, look at his tonguing.
The flashing tit on the roof or in the cab.
Neil, are you happy? Neil? Neil is eating again. What are you eating, Neil? Hi. I haven't got his hair either.
Right, when are we going to Donington? Why are we driving to Silverstone for one day?
Because it's a test, Neil. Right, he's back in from playing with his... Why is this lens always dirty? Back in from playing with his lorry. I didn't explain to people why... Well, obviously the fork kit's the same, but the reason for the shock is because the same... Well, a similar reason to what I'd said about the... Try and move all this shit. He just wheels his toolbox round. Can I turn rock FM down a little bit, Neil, just to absolute rock. The reason that we had to buy another shock, because we've already got enough shocks to put into this bike, is because the rules have also changed with that as well. So for this year, for some reason, they've decided to put a cap on the price of the suspension kit. So the fork kit's okay because it was in the bracket, but the shock that we had, through rod shock from K-Tech, originally was too expensive. So for teams like us that had that shock, we've had to now go and spend another load of money on buying what is equivalently the same shock, only made out of cheaper materials. Oh, hold on, I'll set this down. I'll stay on there. So I've had to buy another shock, which pretty much looks the same. The other ones was like billet, Neil, wasn't it? So that's what made it more expensive. So this part here and probably more parts inside and stuff, but they've guaranteed me that it should work exactly the same. But for anybody wondering, see these little codes in here? This is the shims and stuff that are inside and the spec of the shock. Obviously your compression and rebound. So yeah, that's why that's happening. And then the forks is obviously just because they're standard forks in the bike, it being a new bike, and just come. So do you know what? People say to me all the time about being nasty to you, so I hope I get on these outtakes all the fucking mockery that you do to me. That's all you do.
That's not mockery, I'm just speaking your lingo.
No, you put on this stupid Irish accent that I don't even have.
Stupid. So we don't have a measurement for the forks being through the yokes. So I'll just get a rough measurement off then in there.
Yeah. Fork height, 10 mil.
Where does it say that?
Yeah.
I did check.
For anybody that watched the vlogs about setup and stuff, starting zoomed in. So this is basically like a setup sheet that we use. So everything's on it, from the fork spec, oil level, top out springs, preload, compression, rebound for the shock and the forks. Obviously, there's obviously stuff in here for superbike stuff. So head pipe, head angle, ride height, pivot, all that sort of stuff. For majority of it, we just use the same one for all the bikes. And then you obviously put in your circuit, your gearing, all them things. So if anybody's doing like track days and stuff, it's probably a good idea to do something out like this, and then you've got, so you can keep it all the same. People like Neil writing off and down. Where was that, Neil? In the top of your shoebox?
Yeah, well, I'll just stick it anyway, won't we? People usually do. Go on, hurry up. Bloody good.
So, same thing. Forks just look pretty much the same, obviously only with the K-Tech topper and sticker on there, and then on the inside it tells you spec, same as the shock. Think you'd be able to do this job without me?
Well, yeah, I've been doing it for 13 years, huh?
Without my help?
Without your help.
Okay.
I think so. Fucking shit on my roller. Down then. Dune.
Can you even Neil? Let me show the people your fucking ruler. It's absolutely stinking. Let me see it. Come here. Come here. Look at this. How do you even see the numbers on it? Oh my god.
Took all the glue off that bloody seat.
Unbelievable. He sat squinting like I don't know what just to see set this back on here. Is it right?
Spin that leg. You got compression thing written on, I can't really see. Drop the bench, I can't see. Oh, you're not very good with that, are you? Put that thing down. That's down.
Can't get the stop. That's the right way.
Has it got comp and finger written on it? Usually have it so you can see it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we'll put those 10 mil to that. I usually do it to that line there.
The top's 10 mil, I know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be like me, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Should we just leave her now with one gold, one black? The other thing is the reason why I went and For some reason Yamaha's come with sometimes with a black fork and sometimes with a gold fork, but the other one has gold forks and I want them to be the same, so these are just going to be a spare set that might, well, hopefully won't get used unless we have a big crash. I'm gonna get my camera sat onto my really expensive camera mount. I'll tidy up after you now. While Neil's faffing around trying to tighten that fork up, I'm going to show you. So the current situation with the Aprilia is it's sat like this. This is the tank from the guys at MCS Engineering have sent us up as a bit of an experiment just to see what way it fits with the bodywork, what way it's going to work literage and stuff. We're still changing. We've sent it back once to have a little adaptation made on to this bit because I'm quite small, so the first time it came it was straight up and straight in. I think it's going to be alright. I'm going to ride it now, try and see. We're bang on for literage and stuff. The good thing about that is it comes with the subframe and stuff on the back here, which is all this and this is like, I think we worked out as just under 2 kilos lighter than the standard one, so straight away that's a good weight saving. The bodywork we've got for it is sitting here. I need to just try and get that mounted up. Yeah, we've done all the brackets, all the crap drilling bits and stuff, so we're gonna have a go at getting that on as well and see how that fits. Like I said before, we're still waiting on the wheels to come. The delivery from Race Bold should be here, Neil, I think. So we're still waiting on that to come. Then obviously we'll get all that on, get the bodywork on, wheels on, and then weigh it again and then see what else. Because all this front section here looks quite heavy. I've been speaking to some suppliers about trying to get some more lightweight stuff for that, just to get it off and get right down on the weight limit, which is I think 151 now. It was that's obviously up there, so it was 160, yeah, so it's 150. But yeah, that's the plan. So we're going to get that bodywork on once Neil's finished pitching around with these forks and shock, and then do you know what people have started saying, Neil? That I need to be nicer to you. Yeah, but they don't see all the shit you give me.
You should be nice to me, Lee, because I might not be here one day.
Yeah? What do you mean, like a massive heart attack, or well, you're going to leave me?
I just won't be here.
What, you're just not going to turn up one day? Is that like a threat or a promise?
Well, it could be either.
I think you'd miss me. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'd miss you too, you know. Plus, imagine how boring your life would be without me torturing you all the time.
Oh, so you do torture me all the time, do you?
Well,
You've just dropped yourself in it there, haven't you?
Keeping you young. You want to give them an update on how the old diet's going? We had a bit of a way the other day, didn't we?
I'm not on the diet.
Well, you've lost a load of weight.
That's because I'm not very well. I'm very old.
No, you've realised that he's got is it intolerance? Is that what it's called? And don't say it to me. Gluten. So he stopped drinking beer and he stopped eating pasties basically, and that's 90% of his diet gone. So that's why he's losing weight. For anyone, people have been commenting in, asking, they've been worrying about you, Neil, that you've lost weight. So that's actually why he doesn't look impressed. Right, let's get this second fork leg in. I can't see it, but up a little bit.
Oh. Yo.
Yeah?
Near for an Irish pikey.
That's racist. And it's St. Patrick's Day.
I know.
Did you celebrate?
Yeah, it was, you know, I like Irish music.
Tracy cameras on, see if we can get them.
I've told them the trailer's gone for a 6-week check. Tell them what do you actually do? What?
No,
This is the hardest working man in this company. And
I'm
not having that.
hardest working man here, and he can't even tell us what he's done.
We don't know which one is the hardest working.
Yeah, there's two big competitors for it.
6-week checks to make sure the trailer is safe for transporting goods.
Have you not got any more like technical tips than that?
On
No.
the Queen's Highway,
On the Queen's Highway. It's not the Queen anymore, it's the King now.
The king.
I don't have a king, I don't recognise him. He just fell.
Neil, you can't. That's treason.
That's treason. Neil doesn't. What?
You can't say that.
That's going to be the title for the vlog. The King's in our bed. Oh, Neil.
You have? You've got one in the back of your bloody van, you lying.
Right, go. Can't be a surfer in the van. Where's your toolboxes? Can you see that? Are you getting right tears was dirty when leaving about? Hey,
Right, that's the forks in. Neil's buggered off to do something on the trailer again, so when he comes back, we're going to put the shock in.
You stink. Keep still around.
Stinks to me.
Ooh. Ooh. What's in there?
Very strange, like very strange. We know Nike. Ooh.
The what?
They're a second-hand pair.
Neil, stop! Tracy, that's racist, isn't it?
It is bullying in the workplace, that.
Right.
Bullying.
That brake master cylinder on it then.
Bullying in the workplace.
Listen.
You hope you've all heard that. Just quick glance on this before we put the shock in. We obviously has to put the, if you've been watching the suspension videos and everything, the little suspension pots that go on the end of the shock. So he's just screwing them on now, and then we're going to take the old shock out and put this new one in. So for that, we just get these little doofers, which are also made by G-Tech, the Stan guy, and I'm not trying to sell them, we pay for them. If he wants to give them to us for free, that'd be even better. So you just put them on the foot pegs, like so, and then just pop the stand down, like so. I don't want to do it while I'm holding the camera. Hold on. So there we go. So now the bike is resting on the foot pegs, like this, instead of, oh, it's not touching there, instead of that. So it takes the weight off. You can loosen your shock bolts, drop it down. So. But you can also use jerry cans, which is what my dad used to do.
14, 17 spanner.
Quite happy today, aren't you, Neil?
Yeah, considering I've been told all sorts of names.
No way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We've got it on footage, mate, of you singing your little Irish names to me.
Irish names?
Yeah. Little accent you put on.
I've been singing Irish tunes all weekend. Paddy Wax Day.
Oh yeah. Paddy Wax Day. Yeah.
It drives alright, that truck, to be fair.
Yeah.
You just old, isn't it?
Which way?
Hold it there. This goes
Right. Shock's in. Just need to put, oh, it's on now, look, suspension pot. So you can see it in there, what we were trying to explain about the suspension. That's what it looks like. Right, so that's the shock's in the bike now. Neil's just putting another roll-on chain on this one, chain and sprocket set, because obviously it's a brand new bike, new engine. So it's going to get his first sprocket and chains put on, build the tank and stuff back up, and then that's it, pretty much ready to go. We won't put the bodywork and stuff on this because we've got all the spare sets in the boxes. The set that's on the other bike will get put onto this whenever it's going to get rode. And then I'm going to start now on trying to offer some of this bodywork up to the little bike. Oh, yeah. The only thing at the minute we're not quite sure with is all this standard clock bracket and stuff, like I said, is quite heavy, so I'm debating on speaking to some manufacturers about getting a lighter version of that. So we don't want to start drilling the bodywork to make it fit, so it's quite hard. But obviously the side brackets and stuff, these are where standard brackets and stuff are for the bike, and they're not going to work. So we need to figure out how to try and make new brackets without. Neil, have you got like bits of aluminium and that like plate that we could sort of prefab a bracket with? No? Is that the easiest thing to do? Make a like a loose bracket and then get them copied and made properly?
Yeah, could do that.
Yeah? That's the plan. So I'm gonna offer this up now, see how that fits. Wish me luck. So that's the seat on. Obviously, this is the original seat. Well, this is genuine Aprilia stuff, and this is a CRC seat. So, just trying to adjust around. This part of the tank is probably the biggest difference between the standard. Obviously, this far back is original. So, we're just trying to figure out fitment around there and what way it's going to sit right and look aesthetically right and stuff. So that's why I've started with the bits that were originally there to see what we need to. You just try and put it on as many times as possible rather than cut too much off because you can't put it back on again. Start with the bodywork now, see how it fits. I've pre-drilled this obviously and put the Zeus's and everything in the back of it already. So it's ready just to get mounted on. And like I said, I don't want to start drilling it here in the top brackets where the clock bracket and stuff is. So for now we're just going to work with good old Mr. Duct Tape. Just before I set it on, I want to show you guys something. So the standard air scoop on the Aprilia, it's still on. This bit did originally come down into like this weird V point and sit further out, but obviously we're trying to get it to sit as good as possible into that one. So my theory is if we do take this off, the other one comes with a full fiberglass air scoop, and I'm going to pair it up with, this is the air scoop that comes with the bodywork, this carbon one. So I want to try and somehow join this onto the, basically by using this end to touch the bodywork and the other end to touch the bike, and then get one made. But obviously that's a little bit further down the line. But for now we're just trying to line it all up, see if it's gonna actually work before we start making brackets and stuff. Then the next procedure will be brackets and stuff like that.
Hey, did your missus ever watch that flipping thing? Well, that couple that are in Alaska. There's a lot of cooking.
Why don't you start YouTube, Neil?
I don't want to be on YouTube.
But all everybody keeps saying is, why does Neil not start his own channel?
I don't want to. How big?
Yeah.
He's got no idea. He stood in front of the camera while I'm trying to put this bodywork on.
Will you piss off?
Are you allowed to swear on the vlogs?
No, this is a religious channel. I'm gonna have to set the camera somewhere else because he keeps standing in front of it. What do you think? I think it looks better than the Aprilia stuff. How good does that look? I think one of the big things is we're gonna have to cut about 2 inches off the back. I'm gonna have to have a bit of work. But I think there's loads of clearance around the radiator. I'm gonna try and get a Moto 2 front mudguard. But as far as lining up okay, the air scoop's not a million miles away, but we can make that out of the one we have. As far as looking down the silhouette of the bike, I think for what is classed as a bit of a guess job, she looks mint. Success. What is the chances of that? This is actually designed for Triumph 765 Moto 2 bike, and I've done some measuring and guessing and managed to blag it onto this. What a fluke. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you again soon. We're going to be back doing some testing vlogs, some more setup stuff, God knows what, and preparing the bikes, getting ready for going racing. Thanks again for watching.